You sit down, buckle up, and turn your phones off unless you screen recording, because what just went down in Brazil with Kendrick Lamar? It's sending shockwaves through the entire rap game. Nah, this ain't just another subtle jab or artsy cryptic bar. We talking about Kendrick standing on that Brazil stage with the coldest stare. Mic in hand, crowd screaming. And then boom, he drops a chilling warning that had folks saying, wait, did he just threaten Drake? But it wasn't just Drake who caught the strays. Word is, Kendrick's latest stunt was a straight-up declaration of war, and nitrogen monoxide 1 in the industry is safe. Not the OVO camp, not J. Cole, not even a certain retired rap mogul whose name Kendrick purposely left out. And that silence was louder than any diss. Now fans are in full panic mode. Some say Kendrick knows something the public doesn't. Others believe this is the beginning of a massive industry takedown. Backstage insiders even claim security was beefed up before Kendrick touched the mic. WHY though? Chilly, y'all ain't ready. This wasn't a performance. This was a warning, and the whole rap game just got put on notice. So picture this. It's a warm night in São Paulo, Brazil. The lights dimmed, the crowd was already electric, Bodies packed shoulder to shoulder, screaming for Kendrick. Fans been waiting for this moment for months. After the whole Drake beef sent the internet into cardiac arrest, people were thinking it's over. Dust has settled. Everybody moved on, right? What happened in Brazil proved the storm is just getting started. Kendrick didn't say much when he hit the stage. The man walked out dressed in all black, hood on, barely looked at the crowd. No smiles, no words. The music started slow, a dark, heavy instrumental no one recognized. People in the crowd started glancing at each other like, yo, what's about to happen? Then Kendrick stepped to the mic and dropped a verse that had fans frozen. And not just frozen like, oh, this is fire, but frozen like scared. His tone was cold. His bars were surgical. And he wasn't rapping in metaphors either. It was direct. To direct, the name Drake didn't come out his mouth, but the references. Man, it was clear as day, he said. You hide behind logos. Throw rocks, then fold. But the owl don't fly where the jaguar roam. Yo, ... That line right there, fans lost it. Brazilian Twitter was melting down in real time. Owl? Obviously Drake. Jaguar, Brazil's national animal. What does that even mean? Was he saying he runs this territory now? Is he claiming international dominance? Or is he saying Drake can't step where he steps? But that was just the beginning. Before the beat dropped, Kendrick took a pause. Long silence. He looked up at the sky, then straight into the crowd. He said, Loki, this ain't music no more. It's war now. And some of y'all ain't ready to bleed for it. And yo, ... When I tell you the crowd went silent like somebody pressed mute on the whole stadium, I ain't never seen a hip-hop crowd look scared before. Until that night, immediately after that moment, word started flying backstage. Artists that were supposed to pull up to the show dipped. Like dipped. A couple international rappers that were in Brazil reportedly left the venue early. One witness said a certain UK rapper, who's collabed with both Kendrick and Drake in the past, literally got up and walked out mid-performance. Didn't even wait for his set. Just bounced. Then something even weirder happened. Kendrick ended his set without performing Not Like Us. His biggest hit of the year. The one that got radio going crazy. The one that had LA dancing in the streets. He didn't touch it. Not a bar. Not a beat. And fans were confused until a voice came through the speakers. Not Kendrick. Not a DJ. Just a voice. A distorted voice. Sounded like a woman. Sounded like a warning that the voice said, when kings are silent, it's not peace. It's pressure. The crowd started screaming. People thought it was part of the show, but then security started moving fast. Heavy presence. Multiple guards escorted Kendrick off stage. No encore, no goodbye. Man just vanished. Gone. Now here's where it gets messy. Backstage footage leaked. Only a few seconds, but enough to set the internet on fire. In the clip, Kendrick is seen pacing back and forth, heated. He's talking to someone off camera. He's saying, "Nah, they don't get it. They think this over. I said what I said. Let it burn, let it burn." What are we even dealing with here? Immediately, rumors started flying. Did Kendrick just declare war on the industry? Is this deeper than rap? Or, and this is what got people really buzzing, is Kendrick playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers? See, around the same time as this show, Drake posted something weird on his stories. A black screen with one word, elevate. No context. No music. Just that. Elevate fans connected the dots instantly. Elevate. As in rising above the beef. Or rising because of the beef. But it didn't stop there. Someone close to Kendrick, who'll remain unnamed, but y'all know him as the quiet guy who always wears sunglasses, even indoors, posted a now-deleted story of his own. It was just a picture of a snake eating its tail, and the caption read, "This ain't over. It's only evolved." Now fans are going crazy trying to decode everything. Is Kendrick forming a collective? Is he building a secret label to take down the mainstream? Why was he so intense in Brazil? And why Brazil? Well, according to a leaked itinerary, this wasn't just a random tour stop. Kendrick reportedly requested Brazil specifically to debut new material, meaning the performance we saw wasn't part of the scheduled set list. It was a message. But a message to who? Drake? Sure. But there's more. Because guess who was also spotted in Brazil that same weekend? J. Cole. Yeah, you heard that right. Cole was seen in Rio just 2 days before Kendrick's show. And get this, sources claim he met with Kendrick's people privately. No press, no footage, no selfies. And when fans tried to ask Cole about it, he straight up said, "Don't believe what you hear." But also, don't ignore the signs. What? Yo, the streets are saying this ain't a beef. It's a realignment. Like Kendrick is trying to reset the whole rap industry, remove the fakes, shake up the elite, and force authenticity back into the art. Some even claim he's pulling receipts behind the scenes. Labels, contracts, ghostwriting secrets, stuff that could ruin careers if it ever went public. And let's not forget Drake ain't the only one with skeletons. Because while all eyes were on Kendrick and Drake, someone else caught a stray quietly, but it hit. Someone else caught a stray quietly, but it hit. In the same performance, Kendrick said a line that went, "You had $1 billion, but you've sold it for the silence." Fans immediately started speculating. He was talking about Jay-Z. Yeah, that Jay-Z, that one who reportedly played neutral during the Kendrick and Drake beef. And if that's true, then this is way bigger than we thought. One fan tweeted, "Kendrick calling out Jay? That means he's not afraid of the whole machine." And that tweet alone hit over 6 million views in 4 hours. It even got liked by someone from Dreamville, which made fans believe J. Cole might be low-key supporting this whole revolution Kendrick's starting. The question is, why now? Why would Kendrick, who's always been low-key, spiritual, calculated, choose this moment to turn up the heat? Is he trying to protect something? Expose something? Or is he warning the game that the smoke is coming and it's too late to run? One insider says it's about legacy. Plain and simple. That Kendrick feels like his art was being overshadowed by viral trends, TikTok dances, and marketing gimmicks. And that Brazil performance was him reclaiming power, sending a message, resetting the narrative. And fam. This is only the beginning, because while fans were still trying to decode his bars and facial expressions, another video leaked, this one from the hotel lobby where Kendrick was staying. In the clip, a fan asks him, "Yo, are you dropping a new album soon?" And Kendrick just looks at the camera and says, "It's not an album, it's a reckoning." Then he walks away. No smile, no goodbye, just vibes. Dark, intense vibes. End day, my friends, is where things get real complicated. So right after that cryptic, "It's not an album, it's a reckoning" moment, social media exploded. fans started speculating every single word Kendrick said or performed that night. Hashtags like hashtag Kendrick Reckoning and hashtag Brazil Warning started trending worldwide. Memes, reactions, deep dive videos, the whole internet was buzzing. But here's the kicker. While the public was decoding every lyric, insiders were whispering about something much darker happening behind the scenes. See, backstage at the Brazil show, things were way more intense than the cameras showed. Sources say Kendrick wasn't just sending warnings from the stage. He was actively confronting some major players backstage. Apparently, he ran into Drake's manager in a tense face-off that almost turned physical. A witness said Kendrick walked up to him, voice low but shaking with anger, and said, "Tell your boss this ain't a game anymore. It's real. Real consequences." The manager didn't say much, just smiled coldly and walked away. But insiders say that smile was anything but friendly. The whole room felt like a powder keg about to blow. Then there's the talk about an emergency meeting that happened just hours after Kendrick's show. Reportedly, some of the biggest names in the rap industry, think top label execs, famous producers, and even some artists gathered in a secret location in São Paulo. The purpose? To discuss how to handle the fallout from Kendrick's cryptic message and the brewing tension. One attendee, who asked to remain anonymous, spilled some tea to a close source. There was panic. A lot of panic. People were worried Kendrick was about to expose things that could ruin careers. Contracts, payola, fake fans, everything was on the table. And no one knew if Kendrick was bluffing or actually ready to drop receipts. Meanwhile, Drake wasn't just sitting back watching this unfold. Word on the street is that he called a closed-door meeting with some of his closest allies, including Jay Prince, who's known for being the ultimate peacekeeper in the rap world. But the vibe inside that room was anything but peaceful. Sources say Drake was frustrated and felt betrayed, hinting that Kendrick's move was a cold stab in the back, especially since they'd been rumored to have a truce. But the story gets even juicier. Several fans and insiders noticed a very subtle but strange interaction on Instagram between Kendrick and J. Cole just days after the Brazil incident. They exchanged a series of cryptic comments, nothing overt. Just emojis, lyrics, snippets, and references to new chapters. And clean slates. People started speculating that Kendrick and Cole might be teaming up to either take the industry by storm or even form a new coalition to challenge the established power players. And here's where the family drama kicks in. Kendrick's own camp reportedly split right down the middle over how to handle this situation. Some of his closest friends and collaborators were worried he was biting off more than he could chew, fearing the backlash would be too strong and possibly put Kendrick in real danger. Others were fully behind the move, saying it's about time someone shook up the industry's corrupt foundations. According to an insider close to Kendrick's inner circle, emotions ran high during a private meeting at his Los Angeles home just after the Brazil show. One longtime friend reportedly told him, "Man, you're playing with fire. The whole industry has eyes on you now. This could end your career or worse." But Kendrick's reply was cold and clear. "If I'm gonna fall, I'd rather fall standing up than kneeling down." To that, rumors started swirling about Kendrick's family being divided over his sudden shift from the reflective artist to the aggressive industry disruptor. Sources say his cousin, who's also his business manager, wanted him to tone it down and focus on music, not drama. But Kendrick's sister, on the other hand, allegedly told him to keep pushing, saying, "This is bigger than music. This is about respect." And with all this tension, one dramatic twist came from an unexpected source, Drake himself. A leaked phone call recording shared by an anonymous insider surfaced online where Drake can be heard saying, "Kendrick's gone too far this time. This ain't just about bars anymore. This is personal. And I'm not letting this slide." The leak shook the rap community. The recording was raw, emotional, and filled with frustration. Drake's tone was colder than usual, hinting at a level of animosity that fans had only speculated about. Before and then came the most shocking revelation. A trusted source, close to Kendrick revealed that the Brazil performance was just the first phase of a larger plan. According to them, Kendrick's team has been working for months on a secret project that will expose industry secrets and shake up the power dynamics for good. This project reportedly involves unreleased tracks, leaked documents, and even testimonies from insiders who've witnessed the darker side of the music business. Fans have been trying to get any hint of what this project could be, but everything is under tight wraps. Even some of Kendrick's closest collaborators say they only know bits and pieces. But here's what we do know. There are talks about a potential documentary or film project tied to this reckoning Kendrick mentioned. Insiders claim it's going to reveal hidden truths about the music industry, including ghostwriting scandals, unfair contracts, and the manipulation of streaming numbers. And if that's true, this could be a game changer. Meanwhile, back in Brazil, the aftermath of Kendrick's show continues to ripple. Local media outlets ran stories questioning whether this performance signaled a new era of rap, rivalry, or something much darker. One Brazilian journalist wrote, "Kendrick's warning was not just for Drake or the usual suspects. It was a message to the entire music business, change or fall." And with Brazil being a hub for the global music scene, the impact was immediate. International artists began weighing their positions. Some publicly showed support for Kendrick's call for authenticity, while others remained silent, sparking more rumors about who's really with him and who's against. Fans have also started noticing strange changes on social media. Some of Kendrick's former collaborators quietly unfollowed him. Others deleted old posts or erased photos. These moves fueled speculation about internal conflicts and possible fallout from the Brazil event. And just when people thought it couldn't get any more intense, a new player entered the scene, a mysterious figure known only as the Insider. This person, claiming to have close ties to Kendrick's camp, began dropping anonymous tips to various rap news outlets. These tips have included hints about secret meetings, upcoming diss tracks, and even the possibility of a surprise collab that could rewrite history. The Insider's identity remains a mystery, but their leaks have been eerily accurate so far, making them a trusted but controversial source in the rap community. With all these moving parts, the industry is holding its breath, waiting to see what Kendrick does next. Is he going to follow through with this reckoning? Will Drake respond publicly? How will J. Cole fit into this? And what about the major label executives caught in the crossfire? One thing is clear. The Brazil show was not just a concert. It was a declaration, a beginning. And the rap world may never be the same again. Right after the Insider started leaking those mysterious tips, the tension in the rap world reached a boiling point. Industry veterans and fans alike began speculating wildly about what Kendrick's next move would be. Some thought he'd drop a surprise album to settle scores. Others believed he might release a documentary, exposing all the hidden dirt. But nobody was prepared for what actually unfolded next. Just days after the Brazil show drama, a private dinner reportedly took place in Miami. It wasn't your average celebrity hangout. This was a secret summit with Kendrick, J. Cole, and a handful of heavyweight producers and label executives sitting around a long table. The atmosphere, thick with tension, smoke, and unfinished business. According to an attendee who managed to slip out a whisper, the meeting was about saving the industry, but sounded more like a war council. Kendrick was visibly intense, pacing the room, throwing out ideas about transparency, artist rights, and taking back control from greedy labels. J. Cole, quieter but equally passionate, was said to have nodded along, occasionally interjecting with pointed criticisms about streaming services and the dilution of hip-hop culture. One moment that got leaked was Kendrick saying, "We can't keep letting the game eat itself from the inside out. It's time to expose the rot." The phrase "expose the rot" instantly sparked rumors that this meeting was the birthplace of the reckoning he promised. But then, drama hit hard. just as Kendrick was about to present what insiders say was a stack of damning evidence against several major players. The room's energy shifted. The doors swung open and in walked Drake. Yes, Drake. The very man who Kendrick's cryptic lyrics seemed to target. People at the dinner say the room went dead silent. Drake's expression was unreadable, calm, collected. But there was an undercurrent of tension you could cut with a knife. The two hip-hop giants locked eyes. And for a moment, it felt like time stopped. Drake reportedly spoke first. His voice steady but carrying a weight of frustration and exhaustion. Kendrick, we've both been through the storm. But this ain't the way. This game's bigger than us. Kendrick shot back. Bigger doesn't mean better if it's built on lies. What followed was a heated exchange, part negotiation, part accusation, part raw emotion. The rest of the room barely breathed as the two rappers went back and forth, neither willing to back down. Then came the bombshell. Drake revealed he had been offered a deal by one of the very label executives. Kendrick planned to expose a deal to keep quiet and move past this, according to sources. Drake claimed he declined because he couldn't be part of the silence. This revelation turned the whole meeting upside down. Some executives reportedly panicked, whispering behind closed doors. Producers exchanged nervous glances. The meeting ended without a clear resolution, but it was clear the war wasn't over. Meanwhile, back on social media, the leaks kept coming. The insider dropped a series of cryptic posts hinting at files that would soon be unlocked. Fans speculated these were unreleased tracks or documents proving manipulation in the industry. Then, a surprise happened. Kendrick released a short, black and white video clip on his socials. It showed him walking through a dimly lit hallway. Voiceover whispering, "The reckoning is coming. No one is above it." The clip didn't have a caption or hashtags, just that haunting line. This only fueled the fire. Fans watched it over and over, dissecting every shadow and every word, convinced Kendrick was signaling a massive drop was imminent. And let's not forget the family drama that kept intensifying behind the scenes. Sources say Kendrick's sister has become more vocal publicly, subtly throwing shade at those who doubt Kendrick's motives. In a recent interview with a small underground podcast, she said, "Kendrick's doing what he has to. The world will see the truth soon enough." Meanwhile, his cousin reportedly tried to keep things quiet, urging Kendrick to focus on music and avoid industry politics. This divide sparked rumors that Kendrick's own team might be fracturing under the pressure. Some insiders say that a few key collaborators are worried about their own reputations and want to distance themselves from the brewing storm. At the same time, rumors about J. Cole's role in all this have grown louder. Some say Cole might be the silent partner in Kendrick's plan, helping strategize and manage fallout. Others think Cole might be trying to broker peace between the camps. The truth: nobody knows for sure. What fans do know is that Cole's social media activity has been unusually low. With rare posts and a noticeable absence from public events, this silence has fans wondering if he's laying low while the storm rages on. And as if things weren't intense enough, another unexpected player entered the scene: Meek Mill. Sources say Meek reached out privately to both Kendrick and Drake, trying to mediate and encourage dialogue. Meek's reputation as a peacekeeper in hip-hop has grown, but this situation, even he admitted it's on another level. Then came the wildest twist yet. An anonymous source leaked a partial track believed to be from Kendrick's upcoming project. In it, Kendrick delivers what sounds like a direct diss aimed at multiple industry figures, with lines about kings wearing crowns of glass and empires built on sand. Fans dissected the lyrics obsessively, comparing them to Kendrick's past work and interpreting every line as a coded message. Some even claimed that a few bars might be calling out specific rappers by their nicknames or known traits. This leak sent the internet into a frenzy, with debates breaking out over who Kendrick was really targeting and what this meant for the future of hip-hop. On the other side, Drake's camp remained mostly silent, fueling speculation that they were planning a major response. Some insiders hinted that Drake was preparing his own answer project, though nothing official had surfaced. Amid all this, the major labels found themselves in a tight spot. Executives scrambled to control the narrative, trying to keep artists in line and prevent the situation from escalating into a full-blown industry crisis. The pressure even reached Brazil's music scene. Local artists who performed at Kendrick's show reported feeling the tension firsthand. Some claimed they were warned by label reps to stay neutral and avoid public comments about the feud. And all of this was happening while the world watched, waiting for the next big move. So here we are, a high-stakes chess game unfolding live, with Kendrick leading a charge that could either remake hip-hop or tear it apart. With Drake pushing back, J. Cole caught in the middle, and a secret army of insiders ready to spill the tea. The next few weeks could change everything. The question remains, who will blink first? And what will be left standing when the smoke clears? The tension between Kendrick and Drake wasn't just a rap feud anymore. It had morphed into something resembling a full-scale industry upheaval, with every player feeling the heat. After that secretive Miami dinner ended in a stalemate, the public waited anxiously for the next big move. But backstage, things escalated in ways nobody could have predicted. First, rumors surfaced that Kendrick's team was preparing to drop a series of truth bombs. Unreleased tracks and hard-hitting interviews meant to expose the deep-rooted corruption in the music industry. But according to insiders, some powerful executives got wind of this and started scrambling to stop the leaks. One source said there were phone calls, threats, offers of hush money. It was all hands on deck to control the narrative. Then came a bombshell leak from an anonymous source close to Drake's inner circle. It was an audio clip of a private phone conversation between Drake and one of his label execs, in which Drake sounded tired but defiant, saying, "If Kendrick wants war, he'll get it. But I'm not playing by anyone's rules anymore." Fans and media exploded over this leak, debating if Drake was about to unleash a scorched earth response or something more calculated and strategic. Amid all the chaos, Kendrick took to social media once again, posting a photo of a cracked mirror with the caption, "Reflect carefully, the cracks show what's real." Cryptic. Absolutely. But it sent a clear message. The reckoning was coming, and it would reveal everything. Meanwhile, J. Cole finally broke his silence. In an exclusive interview, he said the culture's at a crossroads. Artists have to choose what side they're on, silence or truth. I'm here for the truth. Fans took this as a strong hint that Cole was firmly in Kendrick's corner, backing the movement for transparency and authenticity. But not everyone was happy about that. Several high-profile artists who had stayed neutral started facing backlash on social media. Fans accused them of selling out or being too scared to speak up. Some of these artists issued statements saying they wanted to stay out of the drama. But the pressure kept mounting. Then the real shocker hit. A leaked text conversation between Kendrick and a mysterious figure believed to be a top label executive. In the texts, Kendrick demands full control over his music and threatens to drop the receipts if his demands aren't met. The executive replies with warnings about career consequences and industry backlash. The leak painted a picture of a man at war with the system, willing to risk everything to take control of his legacy. As all this unfolded, rumors of a surprise collaboration between Kendrick and J. Cole surfaced, with whispers of a joint project aimed at reclaiming hip-hop. Insiders claim the project would include guest features from other artists who supported their vision, turning the movement into a full-blown cultural reset. Fans were ecstatic but also anxious. Would this collaboration signal a final blow to the old guard or spark even more conflict? Then came the family drama update. Kendrick's sister publicly defended his actions on a late-night talk show, calling him the voice of a generation and urging fans and industry players to listen to the message, not the noise. Meanwhile, his cousin, still hesitant, was spotted in private meetings with label reps, trying to negotiate peace behind the scenes. This split added another layer of complexity to an already explosive situation. And just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get any thicker, an unexpected leak dropped that changed the game entirely. A private video surfaced online, showing Kendrick confronting one of the biggest label CEOs in a heated exchange. In the video, Kendrick says, "You built your empire on the backs of artists like me. No more. It ends now." The CEO, visibly shaken, tries to respond, but Kendrick cuts him off, saying, "I'm done being quiet. It's time for a reckoning." The video went viral instantly, sparking outrage and massive conversations about artist rights and industry ethics in response. Several major labels released statements trying to calm the waters, promising reforms and transparency. But many fans and insiders saw this as damage control, a sign that Kendrick's movement was shaking the very foundations of the music business. And as if that wasn't enough, the mysterious insider continued, dropping cryptic hints about an upcoming event that would change everything. Speculation grew that Kendrick would soon hold a major press conference or release a documentary revealing everything he's been alluding to, from ghostwriting scandals to financial exploitation and behind-the-scenes manipulation of charts and awards. The rap community held its breath. Meanwhile, Drake's camp finally responded with a public statement that was equal parts vague and threatening. "We don't respond to noise, but the game will speak for itself." Fans took this as a sign that Drake was preparing his own move, but wanted to keep it under wraps for maximum impact. Amidst all this tension, some surprising allies emerged. Several rising artists publicly voiced their support for Kendrick's cause, praising his courage to speak out and calling for industry reform. Social media campaigns began trending, with hashtags like #KendrickReckoning and #RealHipHop taking over. The streets felt electric, like a new era was dawning. But there were also warnings. Industry insiders cautioned that the reckoning could destroy more than it fixes, potentially sidelining careers and alienating fans. Some suggested this might turn into a costly power struggle rather than a true movement for change. As the drama unfolded, one thing was clear: Kendrick's warning in Brazil was no joke. It was a spark lighting a powder keg. With Drake pushing back, J. Cole caught in the middle, family drama heating up, and the whole industry watching. The next chapters in this saga would be crucial. Would the reckoning bring justice and renewal? Or would it lead to chaos and division? Only time would tell. But one thing is certain: the rap game will never look the same after this. So, there you have it, the jaw-dropping saga of Kendrick's terrifying warning at that Brazil show, the backstage battles, the secret meetings, and the industry on the brink of upheaval. The tension between Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and the entire music business has left fans shocked and hungry for answers. Will this reckoning expose the truth and reshape hip-hop forever? Or will it all implode into chaos with no clear winner? What do you think? Is Kendrick the hero the game needs? Or is this drama spiraling out of control? Do you believe Drake will finally respond? And what role will J. Cole play in this high-stakes showdown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your take on this explosive story. If you're as captivated as we are, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for all the latest tea, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of this unfolding drama. Trust me, you won't want to blink, because this story is just getting started. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, we'll keep bringing you the real, the raw, and the outrageous from the heart of hip-hop's most shocking moments. See you in the next video.